Jeez, I just adjust tyre pressures and that's it. The fuel.
What's the race temperature expected to be track-wise?
Cold.
Right.
9 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you running low tyre temps and pressures?
Guy, one of them's down to 23 to start with. Aiming for 30.
You there, Gabsy?
I am.
Right, so this is the Ferrari F355 final race of the RWB League. And myself, Charger, and Gabsy here will be doing a little bit of commentating.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. While drinking beer.
Well, I'm on the cups of tea.
Pussy.
Because I'm an angel. Who's your money on tonight?
It's got to be between Mad Beta, Rigel and Rodders, I think. Although Evil's a bit of a... Oh, well, hold on, his speed... Speed's not racing, is it?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to pick... I'm going to go for Rigel, I think.
Rigel. I'm going to go for Helmet.
Just watching Helmet there. This game does look good. I've got to say.
Yeah. It's not letting me see anything for some reason.
You can't see a thing?
I can see just the timings.
Hey?
Let me...
What, those timings?
I've just got a screen up saying all the drivers and all the timings.
Can you move that across? Are you using OBS?
Are there any hotkeys I can try and press? Right, press plus and minus. It changes who I'm watching in the background, but this screen is actually covering everything.
Is that better?
Yeah.
You can see the car, yeah?
It's a bit strange.
Straight. Hold on, give me a link. I've got. Let me have a look at your stream.
For me, it's just zooming in and out of Helmet's card, I think. This game does look good though.
Where are you streaming it to? Twitch?
Yeah.
Give me a link.
Yeah. Only the first lap, of course, but he's been strong all season.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think you're in charge of what I see, don't it? There we go. You've pressed something now, haven't you?
Yeah, it was on trackside. Seems the trackside camera's a bit bugged.
Yeah.
I'll try it again. Should be that zoomed in.
That's trackside.
Ah,
now,
there we
look.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Must have been something, there must have been another feature of Project Cars. Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, so you've
Try
got
my
the...
best tonight not to slag the game off too much because I've enjoyed my time racing in it.
No, I'm not going to slag it off. I just think
It
that
is
they...
a good game, isn't it? It's just,
Yeah.
as Rod has said before, I think we've just played it for too long. Especially you guys, because you've played it much more than I have.
I've pretty much played it every night for a year, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the few occasional days off, but it just seemed to go downhill with the online experience. I don't know if they changed something, you know. The last few weeks has been a bit... But we've had some great nights on it. I mean, so we've met most of everyone else. You know, it's brought people
That's the
together.
reason I joined the club, and I'm glad I did, to be honest.
We're not.
We've got no Jess tonight. She's gonna drop some points. Yeah, she's missed 2 because you're allowed to drop 2 races from the whole season. And now she's missed 3, so she'll drop points from this race. But she was on for winning the season, but I'm not too sure how we'll pan out for her now. Yeah.
He's good at tuning, old Helmet is.
Yeah.
He gave me a tune
I
one
think
night.
these
and
cars, you need to. It's quite important to get the setup right because, as standard, these are not terrible cars, but you can tune them a hell of a lot to make them stick to the track or get them to how you want it.
Yeah, it's a lot of tyre to do with tyre pressure, the temperature of the track and the tyre pressure. You need to get them just right.
Yeah. because me myself, I'm useless at setting up cars and stuff like that. But luckily, TK was my teammate,
Yeah.
and he's really good. And he's
very good.
he was just sending the setups over to me basically, and it just felt like a different car after he sent it over. Rigel's closing in.
Ooh. I think Rodders is about to put a lap in now.
Bit of a mistake there.
I'm surprised at Mad Beats, he's normally quick in these.
Oh. Is Helmet gonna gain time? No. He's looking good at the minute though, Helmet. The pole.
He is, isn't he? He's probably
Rodder's nearly 2 seconds behind, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, what's happened to Evil? Oh, there's the set a lap.
Nice cars to drive these though. Quite enjoyed it.
They are actually, yeah. We had to have a league in it. Just look how they slide. They seem well polished when they brought them out. Tricky to handle, but easy to control.
If that makes sense.
Sort of does. You can get them out, what I mean is you can get them out sideways but control it.
Yeah.
You know, the back end is tricky, but it's controllable. Sort
Just
of, it made sense in my head. I mean, look at that slide.
Is this Evil's first fast lap, or is it?
Yeah, it is, because... Yeah. Oh, he's got a grid penalty. Grid penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Won't be happy.
No. Yeah, this is his fast lap now, I think.
Yeah. First corner wasn't the best though. Lost some time there.
Interested to see what he puts in.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's having some troubles with the setup. Backward rollers. Close the gap slightly down to 1.2 now.
Yeah, I think Rigel's probably given up. Got 15 minutes. Probably doing a few tweaks. I wouldn't discount Rodders or Rigel to take pole.
No, definitely not.
They're always tweaking. Only just over 3 seconds between pole and ninth. Just a shame we haven't got the full roster we started with. I think it was about 25 started, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was a shame.
It just seems to be a general consensus. Everyone just got sick of it at the same time. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. But it's nice that we managed to get this race in, the last one.
Yeah.
Like, not just abandon the game completely, if you know what I mean. Just get to finish it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded racing it myself, but I'm just
same.
nowhere near the top anyway. So I won't be far off because I'll only have one race where I haven't got points after I've dropped 2. So my position might change. If I'm in the top 10.
That means you could drop tonight. Anyway.
No, I missed the first race because it disconnected, and I missed last week because I won very well. So.
Right.
So yeah, this race would have counted, but it's not going to make a big difference. Oh, just realised helmet's up the ante. It's just shaved off 0.3.
Flying.
He is flying. He's got that car dialed in.
Looks like it. It's helmet coming in to have a little bit of a rest maybe before the race, no?
I think he's probably just practicing his pit stop.
Rodders not happy with his lap.
No, he's not at all. Let's see if Mad Beta can improve.
Yeah. Didn't expect him to be so far down, to be honest.
No, he was well up there at the start of the
But yeah, but saying that, we've got all the drivers that are racing tonight are good drivers.
True.
It's going to be fast drivers.
I've noticed Audi's improved a lot as well. Me and Audi used to battle, but he's quicker than me. And FX has come on as well.
Yeah.
And yourself, oddly enough, since you got your new swanky pedals.
Yeah.
Think they make much difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after last night, I noticed with the braking and stuff like that, with the brakes overheating and stuff. I think I'm going to get much faster now because I've noticed that. But yeah, probably the same in Project Cars as well. But in Race Room, I think it's much more important to have your braking right. And hopefully, because just the speed and all the fast guys up the top, after the races I'm like, how the hell do they go that fast? And I've been trying to go on YouTube to look for tips and stuff like that. Sounds a bit sad, but it just puzzles me how fast they are.
I think that's the first thing I noticed about Jessica when I watched her in Speed having a test run. The way that she brakes is phenomenal. You know, she'd keep the power on. I'm sure she must do heel and toe, because she keeps the blipping going through the corner while modulating the brakes. It's really interesting to watch. I tend to just hammer the brakes, you know, and lock up. I need to sort
that's
mine
what
out.
I've been doing.
Yeah.
And last night, the last race last night, I noticed that it sounds a bit weird, but the less brakes you use, the slower you'll go, if you know what I mean. Like, I tend to go flat out and then try and keep it maximum brake just before it locks up, and then go round the corner and then carry on. But on the last race last night, I kind of brake sooner with less force on the brakes, and it seemed to slow down faster that way.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I got into that groove last night when I was getting used to the car, and I was hammering the brake, you know, to sort of turn the car in.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of tyre squeal, and I suddenly realised I was scrubbing all the speed off. But like you say, brake a little bit earlier and coast round the corner seems to work better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to explain what I'm not the best with words, but the less force I put on the brake pedal, the more I slow down.
It's like you drive in daily life. You don't go up to say a roundabout and just hit the brakes and screech, and it's, you know, it's graduated, isn't it? I think that's yeah.
But I'm gonna work on that now. Try and so obviously on racetracks you gain and lose time on the corners, not the straights, really.
Yeah, it's all about the corners. Coming out of the corner as well, that's where I'll get done.
Yeah.
I think I might start lowering the brake pressure, because I've been upping it, you know, to brake sharper. I think I'm going to lower it so that I'm actually, I can't lock up. That's probably the way to go. So FX 9th.
Yeah. Mad Beta struggling a little bit.
He is a bit, isn't he? Picked the wrong colour, that's what it is. Ooh. That hairpin's going to be, that's going to be interesting with a few cars going through there.
Yeah, I struggle on that no matter what car I'm in, on that track, no matter what game, I struggle. A bit wide again.
Let's get some great slides on though.
Yeah. Good to watch. Not so fast maybe.
Yeah, forwards is fast, sideways is not. Although it looks great. It was like the DTMs last night. I was just having fun getting the back end out. It wasn't fast, but I was really enjoying it.
Yeah. And obviously we play these games to have fun. Tell you what I do when I do though, because I haven't actually bought Assetto Corsa. There's a drift mod for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't drift for
shit. Videos, but I want to try that out.
It's definitely worth buying a set of Corsa if you like the drifting. I tried the drifting, I'm just crap at it. I've got the theory down, but the actual practical side of it, I can't hold a slide. I can slide, but I can't hold a slide. So if you're any good at drifting, I definitely recommend it. How
do they set the wheel up? Turn the force feedback off or something like that, or have it really low force feedback?
What, for drifting? You'd have it light, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd have it as light,
but you'd one-handed spin it.
Yeah, but you want some sort of return, so you'd have to have some sort of feedback on, even if it was a return spring, I'd imagine. Because drifters just flick it, don't they, and let it go and catch it.
Catch it again, like throw the steering wheel around.
Yeah.
Rodder's up to second now, so he's gained a bit of time.
.698 off.
Yeah, still a bit off though.
Oh, 10 pins moved up to 4th.
Yeah. Aldi's dropped down.
Looks like he's had a bit of an off there looking at the front of his car.
Damage is on for tonight's race, is it?
Full damage. Performance impacting damage and mechanicals on. It's not full damage.
Oh.
And he's off again. I can see a few of those happening.
Yeah.
Rigel's still going for gold.
Can we get sector times up on this? Or is it just this?
Like that. Can you see those?
I can see them, yeah, but I can't, like, for sector 1, sector 2, sector 3 times. See where they're losing time or...
It says splits, but... It doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, they just block out your... Right, okay. So if I put the timings on, that's all you see?
Yeah.
Right.
What, is it different for you, is it?
Yeah, it's on the left screen for me. But then again... oh, you've got... Oh, I see. You've got at the bottom, you've got that banner, which I haven't got. It is a bit different, actually, yeah. I don't think there's any way to put the sectors up. We've only got splits.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I assume... Let me see what that does. So you might see something different to me, so let me stream catch up. Ah, right. Yeah, I don't see the splits that have just gone off, you do. So I'll leave the splits on. And then the standings, I'm assuming, is that...
Yeah, my standings have gone off top left now.
Yeah, so you want those on.
Yeah.
Overview is the names.
We've only got 2 minutes left of qualifying anyway, so it'll probably change again for the race, I'm guessing.
It's possible, yeah. Oh, you can see the speedo. Do you want the speedo on?
Yeah, I could do.
Okay. And the map.
It's up to you. You're the director, aren't you?
Nah, I don't need the map.
You're the boss.
The boss, man.
Big boss, man.
I'll leave it on trackside because that'll we can flick between the action. So it looks like that's the standings. Rigel's having one last blast. Rigel's got this canny knack of putting in the fastest lap in the last minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it to me all the time.
That.
It's like he's sandbagging and he just waits till everyone's finished and then he just bangs a lap in.
Just to piss people off even more.
He's
just like, fuck you.
Yeah, Mr. Smug.
Mr. Smug, yeah.
Looks fairly clean, that lap.
Yeah. Last couple of corners. Clean
Always
again.
struggle with those corners, I do.
It's going to be a fast one, I think.
Yeah,
Ooh,
second. Close, but no cigar.
So he's got one
He
more lap.
he can do another lap, yeah.
Yeah. Stick with him, the only driver on the track at the minute. He should be happy with second place, though, I'm guessing.
I was going to say, no, he's given up. I was going to say he's got the bit between his teeth now because he can see he's in second place. So that's the results.
Mad Beta worked his way up to 4th in the end. They're struggling for most of qualifying.
Yeah, I thought he'd be in the top 5. It's pushed Audi down to 6th.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at Evil, 11th. That's not his normal standard.
He
But
might be having some problems. Yeah, because he's 5 seconds back, so he must be getting some technical problems, maybe.
he's probably just going to do it in the race. I'm crap at qualifying. I can
Yeah,
race
so-
better.
Tyrion getting a 1 grid plays penalty. Not sure.
Yeah, and Evil, but that's not going to matter. He's at the back anyway.
No. There's plenty of laps to gain places or lose places. I struggle with these long races. That's why I like the mini league, because they're short
Yeah.
and quick. Because I tend to lose concentration quite quickly. With this, you need to keep it on quite a while, especially in VR as well. You start sweating, your eyeballs start
Yeah.
bleeding.
An hour's about my limit, I think. The endurance ones, hour and a half, 2 hours, they're just too much.
Yeah.
That's why I'd set up that 2 20 minutes for the DTM. Splits it up a bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you do come off the track or something like that, you just know in the back of your head, oh, there's another race in 10 minutes or whatever, and it doesn't upset you as much. But if you do it in like an endurance race, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's been some nights I've really want this to end, you know, and I've got half an hour to go, and I'm like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't keep this pace for another half an hour.
Oh. I'm sat here in my chair at the minute, and the missus is giving me a foot rub whilst I'm watching the guys race.
You kidding?
Seriously, I'm just living the life. I didn't even ask. She just said, "Come on, pass your feet."
She's a keeper.
You are a keeper.
You let her out the kitchen.
Yeah, just to clean. Joking. Right. Race should start any second now, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's taking her 2 minutes.
So my money is still on helmet. Have you changed?
No, no. I think I'm going to go for Rigel.
Rigel, alright.
Rigel's got consistency. I'd say Rodders, but
Yeah,
I mean, Helmet's got consistency. Don't get me wrong, but he does have a tendency to land on his roof occasionally. But Rodders has just got all-out speed. But I'm going to go for Rigel.
yeah. I think you need consistency more than anything.
Yeah.
These kind of races. Do you want to explain the rules with pitting? First 5?
Yeah, the first
from
5
last week.
from last week have to pit within the 20% of the race. So that would mean between lap 6 and 11. That allows all the, you know, they have to get back into the pack and overtake. It's basically because some of the fastest racers aren't the best overtakers, so it pushes them back to the pack. Whereas, you know, everyone else can pit at the 50% or wherever they want to pit. And pit on lap 2 if they want.
Makes it a bit more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I was a couple of weeks back and Rodders had pitted, and I saw him coming up behind me, but I didn't realise I wasn't blue flagged, and I moved over for him, and I suddenly realised, hold on, I'm racing you for position. It's just naturally like saw Rodders in my review, man.
Obviously, you don't want to slow him down too much.
Well, I would have done if I'd have realised. I wouldn't have blocked him, but I would have defended a bit better.
Yeah, only to Rodders though, no one else. Slow that swat right down.
God, it does look good, that grid.
It does.
She got time to do me a foot rub. My feet are killing me.
My feet are killing me. Oh, she's just stopping. Oh, back on it. Good girl. Here we go.
And they're off.
Clean start.
No fatality. Oh, there's a cone flying. No,
Has dropped off.
Don't think there was any fatalities.
Mad
Oh, Mad Peter's lost it a bit there.
Helmet's flying off already.
He's gone, isn't there?
See who's going to be the late breakers. Down on
Who's
this
going to be the first one to lose it in the hairpin? I think they're all through.
Yeah, quite cleanly. Helmet's just flown off for the first lap. 1.5 seconds already. Did he win last week's race as well? Who won last week?
I'm not sure because I missed it.
I'm sure it was Helmet. I think if he wins tonight, he's gonna. I think he wins the championship, does he? Quite sure if he wins tonight, he's going to be up there. I think it's between Helmet and Rigel. Maybe Rodders as well.
Rodders is in first at the minute, but he's got to drop.
He?
Yeah, he's got to drop 2 races. If he drops, say his lowest one, which was 34 points, takes him down to 246. Rigel's on 253 and he's dropped a race, so in actual fact Rigel at the minute is leading. Yeah. 10 pennies in third, but he's got to drop a race, so he'd be down to 219. Helmet actually is on 219 and he's missed 2 races, so tonight's will count. If if Helmet wins, he can theoretically, yeah, he can be Rodders. Yeah, Helmet needs 27 points to win. Yeah, it's pretty much between Rigel and Helmet, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll see after anyway. If you move on to the Rigel, we'll see the battle for second place.
I'm in 10th. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change.
Change the camera to Rigel for us. Or Rodders. Good battle going on for 7th as well.
Yeah, FX just passed Auda.
Yeah.
And Audi's just passed FX. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, that's close.
Oh, then Evil's in.
Evil's in the mix, yeah. Oh, look at that. Who's got the biggest balls?
Nice and cleanly. That's what we like to see.
Looks like Madbeat is having a go at Rodders. No, he's not. No, Rodders having a go at Rigel. Looks like Noodle's getting into that action as well.
Cars starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, these three are...
Yeah, they're going at it. They're going to slow him down a little bit. Oh, he's gone wide there, Audi.
Of course, man.
Hello, Limpa.
Hello. Oh. Nope. Can you send me a link? Then I'm watching. I was like, I fucking bought the other game and. Right. What is it? GT Freeze? Huh. Ah. Yeah, I was wondering why you all played Project Cars. Oh, okay, then I should not interrupt it. I saw you were commentator, but I was like, ha, I'm joining anyways. I'm coming back later when you play. Are you guys gonna play Race Room today? Yep. See you later.
See you in a bit. I don't think I know.
Limpan?
Limpan? Yeah, I've never raced
Yeah,
him.
I think you have raced with him in Project Cars.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's a good lad, he's
Right.
just bought race room.
Well, Al and Audi are fighting it for 9th place.
Audi's gone... Has he had a bit of an off or something? Because he was up in 5th.
Yeah, he's losing time quite fast. Maybe some damage. Tyrion's been off as well, I'm taking.
Yeah. It's like there's a bit of a scrap going on between... I don't know, split up.
Yeah. Rigel is closing down on Helmet though. Less than a second now. Just over.
These three at the front. Look at the gap.
It's gonna get interesting. I like the seats inside these cars though.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I was just watching
Closing
your...
the gap.
Yeah, I was just watching your stream. Looks very colourful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes across well.
What do you use to capture it? You're on YouTube, so does it go straight to YouTube, or do you have to use a software and then go to...
OBS, but you just start OBS and click Start Stream. It's that simple.
Yeah, I use XSplit. It's called.
I've never heard of that one.
It's quite easy to use, to be honest. I've never tried anything else though, because I don't tend to stream.
No, I don't normally, but been getting into it a bit more lately.
Yeah.
It's just
Good
great,
to keep
great
these going.
watching it. Yeah, it's just great watching it back, you know, and you go, oh,
Yeah.
that looks awesome.
It's horrible hearing your own voice though.
Ah, I've got over that. Fuck it. I sound like a
You've
twat
got
anyway.
a sexy voice, haven't you?
I've got a sexy voice. Ooh,
Yeah.
you want to take me out, darling?
Cheeky.
Well, Rigel's definitely catching helmet there.
Yeah, Rodders dropped back a bit. Made a mistake maybe. He was right on Rigel's tail a lap ago.
That'll be the pit opening for the top 5 now. I wonder who's going to pit first.
All these 3, I mean, I imagine should
Yeah.
be one of them 5.
Yeah, it was Sakito last week, so it was
Rigel's going for the move.
it's actually Helmet, Rigel, Evil Noodle, Tyrion Dave and Tenpin that have got a pit.
Rodders doesn't have to then.
No?
It's good news for him, I suppose. Pressure on helmet now off Rigel. Notice that Rigel has a different line around there on the. He seems to go wide all the time. Everyone else seems to keep it tight in for the next corner. I don't know if that pays off for him or not.
Looks like they're all getting some track limits.
Yeah, I was just looking at that myself. That's the red, isn't it? When the number
Yeah.
turns red. Ooh, Rodders. Off the track then, he'll get another penalty, I'm taking. We've got a scrap going on for 7th place, if you want to click on 7 for a second.
Well, that's Evil and FX. FX hounding Evil.
This new setup that FX has got is paying off by the looks of it.
Oh, that's a cracking setup he's got.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous, if I'm being honest. But Al Gartner's just bought the same seat as well, hasn't he? He was showing before. Or the cockpit or rig or whatever you want to call it.
I thought the one you bought was similar.
No, mine's a smaller one. It's a sturdy one though. I reviewed the hell out of it. But it's the ones they've got are just way out of my price range.
Yeah, I think next year I'm going to do a dedicated rig with a... Instead of using my desk and stuff, I'm just going to split it.
Yeah. As in, what's Judd bought? Did he pick something up yesterday?
Triple screens, triple 27-inch G-Sync 144 Hz screens, yeah.
Nice.
Bargain.
Do you have to have a decent computer to run that?
What, triples?
Yeah.
If you stick into 1920 1080, which I think he is, which is 5760 1080. I mean, I run a 1080 and it runs fine.
Go to Helmet and Rigel. Quite close, I think.
Oh.
So yeah, sorry, carry on.
No, I was just quite shocked how much he's caught Helmet up.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting actually, because Helmet and Rigel have got a pit, but Rodders hasn't.
Yeah.
So that's. I'm wondering how far Rodders is going to run with clean air. Although he's not impeded by them at the minute, but they're going to be running back in the pack, which is going to
slow them down. Plus
Slow
with the
them down,
tyres as well, the tyre wears towards the end for these two at the front. It's going to be worse than Rodders because these are going to pit early and Rodders hasn't. So Rodders will have fresh tyres towards the end of the race.
Yeah. That's definitely going to mix it up. That's going to be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if these two pit at the same time, or if Rigel just takes the advantage of Helmet pitting and tries to pull
a couple of tenths that lap, just all he needs really.
I mean, it doesn't look like Helmet's slowing him down, but
what lap are we on? Lap 9, so they've got
2 laps to fit.
2 laps. Or 1.5. It's either this lap or the next one, is it?
End of lap 11 is the max.
Alright, so we've got another 2 after this one.
They'll normally do it at the end of lap 10, you know, so it's lap 11 when they come out the pits, but
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if we can see the pit stop times. Mind you, it's a minimum of 4 tyres, but should be the same. Rodders has fallen back a little bit there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, Evil's pitting. He didn't have to pit. He must have got some damage.
There's a good battle going on for... Oh, Evil has entered the pit. I was just about to say they were battling for 9th place there. He's come into the pit.
Let's see if these two pit at the same time, and then we'll switch.
Helmet coping well under the pressure. I would have been off about 10 times already.
I was going to say, I'm surprised Helmet hasn't had a little off. He cracks me up. He normally gets a little off, crashes, ends up on his roof, but yeah, he's holding his shit together. It looks like Rigel's got a bit of toe there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's having a little look. No, I'm still here, giving a little fakey overtake. I used to piss people off doing that. Look, make it look like make it look like you're gonna do a dive bomb and just pull back in.
Oh, I think he's gonna go for it, maybe.
He has. He has. Oh!
It was a bit cheeky.
Cut his nose clean off.
Did well to avoid him though.
He did. Well, they've got a pit now. Oh, oh, oh! Well held. Are they pitting?
Doesn't look like it. Oh, it's not the last corner. I thought that was the last corner then.
I see what
He's
Roger's.
going for the pass.
Oh, there's contact. I see what Roger's trying to do. He's trying to get into the pits before helmet.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Lost a bit of time there. I think Rigel should have
I'm
gone
not
into the pits.
the end of lap 11. Oh no, this is lap 12, isn't it? Maybe he wasn't on last week's then. No, sorry, Rigel wasn't.
Right.
Oh no, he was. Yeah, he should have gone into the pits.
Is it
If he knows
definitely
that.
lap 11? Anyway, I'm sure we can let him go if somebody lets him know in the next couple of laps, maybe. I'm sure Rodders will inform him. But good to know where Helmet comes back out, or he's back out in 6th place behind FX.
Let's see if he gets held up at all here. That's a fairly quick pit stop. He's just got a warning. Wonder what that's for.
Pit exit, maybe.
Might have a slowdown. Oh, FX has gone off. He lost his shit.
Yeah,
He has said that in the past, that he crumbles when someone's behind him.
I'm the same.
I
I tried to
turn your
just-
rearview mirror off.
Exactly, yeah. And then if the crew chief says someone on your left, you just keep it to your right a little tiny bit. Just don't look in the mirrors.
Rigel's in the pits.
Could have been lap 12 then. It'd be good to see where he comes out. Has he gained enough time in that lap to come out of in front of Helmet?
You better get out quick.
Oh, Helmet. It's going to be close.
I don't think he's... Oh, he might have done.
It's going to be
Oh,
close.
ho, ho, ho. That's going to be a drag.
Sprint. Nah, I think he's got the speed to carry it.
That was amazing. Pretty much exactly as they were before he went in.
Yeah.
Now they've got to get through the pack. Rodder's up front.
Yeah. He's got all the clean, fresh race now. He can pit wherever he wants. He'll probably pit as late as possible to avoid any traffic.
Yeah, Rodders is putting in 147.8, so he's on pace. Madby is not far off.
2 and 2. If you go to Helmet Rigel, they're quite close again. 200. Oh, he's passed him. Rigel's passed
He
him.
has passed him. Helmet's not going to like that.
We'll have to keep his cool though. can see him trying too hard. Starting to pull away a little bit maybe as well.
Yeah, back to the triple thing though. I think FX runs 7680 1440, but he's running a 2080 Ti. So
yeah, he's got the power for it.
A 1080 Ti will run it, but I mean I tried that on a 1080 and it was pushing me into the 40 frames.
Yeah.
So, higher the res you go, the more grunt you need.
Yeah. That's what, right? It's not 4K, that is it? It's like
7680 1440 is more than 4K, but
more than 4K.
Oh god, yeah, a lot more.
Yeah, but that's with 3 screens on, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still an overall res. 76. Just do the math. It's 7680 1440 versus, was it 3840 by 2160? So it's similar, but it's still a higher res. 5760 1080 is a lower res. And it's about 3.5K, something like that. 4K isn't that hard to run.
No, I've run 4K on the screen, and I got with a 1080 Ti. I think I was getting 70, I think 70, 80 FPS.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It's quite good, really.
Looks like Rigel's pulling away now.
Yeah, Mr. Consistency, Mr. Smug.
Smug bastard. Oh, no, actually. Helmet's catching up again.
Yeah, just late on the brakes then. Is there any more battles going on? Yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
Noodles and 10 pin. Quite close. About a second apart. Try and stick with Rigel though. Battle for the lead overall.
Yeah, they're into the 147s. Rodders in 148. Struggling a bit, Rodders. I don't think after his pit stop he's going to be in first.
No.
What's he got? 25 seconds. I'm not sure how long the pit stop is with the running and out. It's more than that though.
Yeah.
FX is doing well.
He is up in 5th.
Lonely race for him. Al Gartner. He's a good racer. 68 he is, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
You old bastard.
Mature. We call them mature racers. Don't we?
That's what I like about sim racing, because I'm quite new to sim racing, but it seems like it's for the older generation. Not old, but it's not full of kids, if you know what I mean, like shooter games and that have.
Yeah, it probably is more on consoles, I reckon, but you know, getting into sim racing on PC is an expensive affair. You know, I don't know how much you've spent, but I know I've spent 4 figures and more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose it is you know, it's more of a
Yeah,
it's
money.
where people buy Porsches, you know, in a midlife crisis. We buy sim racing gear.
Yeah. Probably end up spending more on sim gear than a Porsche would cost in the end.
You probably could have bought a track car. Yeah.
Because I thought about doing that, buying a track car, but then I thought,
Then you crash.
yeah, this the expense of getting there, the expense of paying for the track day or whatever, and if you crash, you've got to fix the car, and then you get to go somewhere once every month, maybe 2 months. So you race every one. But if you buy like a proper setup, it doesn't even have to be that expensive. You don't have to spend loads of money to get the experience.
I've done some track days. I've done some rallying and stuff, and it's the best way to do it. Is drive someone else's car. If you crash it, you're insured.
Yeah, just hire it, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. I've got to be honest.
Yeah,
I was soaked to the bone with sweat
yeah, come on,
because the adrenaline's just unreal. You know, it's not like I mean, I can drive fast on a road, but it just doesn't compare to racing on a rally crossing and stuff.
I don't think you'll ever replicate that through a computer. I think it's just impossible. You can get very close, but you'd have to spend tens of thousands on. But you'll never, I don't think, get the raw sound and every emotion that you get from actually driving fast on the track or
you can get the G-forces with the motion sims, and you can get the wind feeling with the wind simulators, but yeah, you're never going to get that pumping. I would imagine when VR comes on to the point where it's crystal like this, it probably be as close as you'll ever get.
Yeah. But the G-forces has a lot to do with it, I think.
Yeah, but those motion sims can really push. Oh.
Rigel getting.
Yeah, he's pushing Mad Beta there. Is Mad Beta going to yield and let them pass? I doubt it. It's racing for position.
It's going to be in favour of Helmet, which is going to slow him down a little bit, maybe. Taking this.
Oh, he got past there. Is Helmet going to get past, is it? No, he's not. Helmet's there. Get out my fucking way! No, he's past him.
Down the dreaded hairpin. Locked up there, I think.
It's slowing down a bit. It's 148, Helmet's 151. Oh, Helmet's back on Rigel's arse though.
Yeah. So Rigel and Helmet have gained 3 seconds on Rodders in the past 3 laps, is it?
Yeah.
So when Rodders pits, he's definitely going to be dropping back down to 4th or 3rd. Yeah, it'll be 3rd.
Has Mad pit? Oh, Rodders has just pitted. This will be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to get...
Nice floating car.
It's a feature.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're lifting it up, aren't they? That's a pretty quick pit stop, actually.
And it's coming out in
4th.
Maybe 5th.
No, this should get 4th.
Oh, little mistake there from...
Mad Beater's still got a pit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rodders is... It's lost quite a bit of time there. It's Bit of a staggered race, this one, isn't it? It's...
Yeah. So we've got a battle going on for 8th place. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrion and Evil.
Looks like Tyrion's been off. I think that was on one of the first laps, was it? Because he lost a bit of time on the first laps.
That's a bit of a mess. I wonder if his lights still work. I bet his pop-up lights are fucked.
So Evil struggling a bit. And Audi as well. Didn't expect them two to be down in the bottom.
No.
But as I said again, every driver that's racing tonight is decent drivers, so it's pretty hard for everyone to get to the top.
It's a funny thing I notice about project cars is it does get a bit staggered like this, but whereas I'm not slating it, whereas Race Room, I don't know, it just seems more more bunched together. Seems a lot harder to get any sort of advantage, even through setup. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe
limited setup compared to project cars, so it could be, you know, setup wins. It's probably why I do shit, because I don't know, I wouldn't know how to set.
No, I've never. It doesn't really interest me. I should. If I want to get faster, I should look into it, but I just, after getting home from work, I want to race a bit. Last thing I want to be doing is setting up cars. I just want to jump in a car and race.
Yeah, some of these guys do multiple laps. I'm a sort of turn up, start the car and drive. Yeah.
Maybe that's where we're going wrong.
If you want to be competitive, you've got to practice. But no, I just do it. You know, if you just do it for the fun, yeah. We're not that slow.
No. So Rigel pulling off a bit now. Helmet 1.5 seconds back.
Pulling a bit of a gap there, isn't there? Mad Beater's pitting, that's going to put Rudders in third.
Yep.
Was he 10 seconds off? That's not too bad, actually. I know when Rudders gets the bit between his teeth, he can start. I mean, he's put in a 147. Rudders is in now. He's speeded up. He was in the 148s before. Yeah. Helmet's in the.
You'll have fresher tyres towards the end.
Of course, so yes.
You might gain some time then.
It's going to be interesting, that. Did Paddy get a steering wheel yet?
No. He was looking, I asked him before, and I said, you need to shape up. Because he's giving it the big talk, thinking he's fast and that. And I said, wait till he gets a steering wheel, race with us, and then you can start bragging.
Has he done any racing?
Yeah, he played on Project Cars 1 apparently. But I don't know him that well, to be honest. Not known him long, but...
Oh, right.
He's just got the PC back. He used to play on the PC years ago, I think, and then he's just bought one again. And he's seen me playing, obviously, and he's like, oh, I'm going to get a steering wheel. So he'll be joining us in the new year.
Has he raced on your rig then?
Yeah, he's had a go. He doesn't, not that keen on the VR though, for some reason.
Yeah.
He was saying about not being able to tell the distance. I don't know what you call it, like how close he was to the corner, so he can brake.
I had the same problem. I was turning in too early on VR. It just didn't. I don't know whether it's just a camera set or my brain. But I do much better on triples than I do on VR. It's horses for courses.
I need to try triples, but at the minute I'm loving the VR. I couldn't go back to playing on screens at the minute. No way.
I couldn't go.
Oh.
Bit of a bump there.
I think it's a back marker, I think, is it? Is that Al Gardner?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? No, that was...
No, that's...
No, it's the same car, yeah. No, I couldn't go back to a single screen. I'd give up sim racing if I had to go back to sim.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Because I tried, when I said before about the 4K, tried Project Cars in 4K, but it was a single screen. And I just thought, oh, do you know what, I just can't do it. It's a big screen and it was close up to me, but it's just not the same.
You don't get the... No. It's still 16:9, so it doesn't matter. You could have a 65-inch screen, it's still 16:9. You know, triples is 48:9. It's all about the girth.
It is. That's what she said.
Well, she was massaging your toes.
Yeah, I still get... When I put on the VR headset, especially in race room, I got it again. Certain cars, because I've got a big fan, like right next to my head that I put on, because it gets a bit sweaty. But it adds to the immersion of it. So when you click the fan on and you put your headset on, and you sat there in a DTM car or whatever you're in, it's just mind blowing. I find it mind blowing that I get the feeling that I'm actually in the car. I just love it.
The first time I tried VR, I was like, fucking wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I even tried to put a beer in the door pocket. Seriously, I did. And I was reaching around, you know, and it's just like, yeah, you're sitting in there. And I thought the cockpit view was brilliant because it's so clear, but it is that distance thing that bothers me.
I find it easier in VR, I really do. I don't know.
I would imagine it's how you drive in real life. I mean, I like to see quite far ahead of me. Some people just look to a certain distance, don't they? I suppose it, you know, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you, but it did bother me.
Yeah, the only thing, well, there's two things that bother me with VR is the blurriness, not of the close-up, like when you're trying to look in the distance, it's blurry, and how hot it gets. Like, I sweat.
Yeah.
Especially in these races where you're doing 30 plus laps.
Your eyeballs start to leak, don't they?
Yeah. But other than that, I think the future is VR. So I think we're getting to the peak of graphics and what you can do with a single, not a single, but a flat screen. I think we'll get to the peak of that, and in 10 years' time, we'll be laughing. We'll be like, oh, do you remember when we used to play on single screen?
Yeah, it'll be holographic. I mean, I used to race on, I used to race Grid Autosport on 3D Vision, and that was quite interesting actually. It worked. Some of the road signs and stuff were a bit funky.
Yeah,
but it actually it gave you a depth.
I've got a lazy eye. With 3D, you need both eyes working, don't you?
My eyes are, well, I haven't got a lazy eye, but my eyes are not in sync. So it didn't really...
Well, mine are quite bad. I think in VR it doesn't help either, because obviously you've got the field of view is not very good anyway. But basically I don't use my left eye. I only use the right eye because I went for a eye test and everything a couple of weeks ago. And he said, no, there's nothing we can do. Not even wearing glasses. It's not going to do any difference.
Alright.
But I think that, especially in 3D, because I don't know how it works.
Yeah, it's like a
but
shutter
it's-
effect, I think.
Yeah. Because I find it hard, because I've watched like 3D films and stuff obviously before.
Yeah, I don't need glasses to watch TV. Only really for monitors or reading, so
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with 3D from a distance. I don't know how I'll get on now actually with 3D. I mean, that was a few years back. Oh. Who's
But
that?
that died quite quickly, didn't it? Especially on the TVs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had a 3D TV up till 2 years ago. I bought it, you know, had about 6 pairs of glasses. And I must say, it even converted normal films into 3D. That was the issue. There was not that many 3D films. But it did a good job of converting 2D to 3D. I watched, I think it was Star Wars, and it looked epic. It really did.
Yeah, I've tried it, but I never got into it that much, to be honest. Not like I have with VR, anyway. Anyway, back to the racing.
Yeah.
Where are we? Rigel pulling off.
It's
3
like,
seconds now.
There was a bit of...
Who's this? Tyrion?
Oh, his back marker is slow. Bloody hell, that's giving positions back. I mean, you might have got a slowdown.
Maybe.
Don't have to take the slowdowns in this because the penalty points are removed anyway.
Yeah, was it up to 10 seconds?
Hmm.
And then you get a drive through after
yeah.
10.
Yeah, I got one the other week.
Did ya?
First
never
one
had
I've
it.
got, yeah, I was pissed off, man.
So I'm guessing everyone's pitted now, are they?
Yeah, I think they have. That's right, yeah.
FX up in 7th, quite good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Mad Beater's in 4th. I did rate him. But as I said, Rigel, I think that was a good... Oh, Helmet's lost a bit of time there. He's 4 seconds down on Rigel now.
Yeah, Rodders is gonna... It's only 4
Mm.
seconds behind him then. Is that Rodders with his headlights on? And I think it's Tyrion in front of him, in the same car. I think he's going to put some pressure on Helmet by the end.
He's not far behind, is he?
Tyrion letting Rodders through quite nicely again.
It's nice. I've not seen any incidents, which is a good thing. It's very clean.
Like a bit of scrapping though.
Yeah, I like a bit of
Especially
rubbing.
if you're watching it. A bit of rubbing up, you love that, don't you?
You can't seem to get away with it so much in this, though, I think, compared to Race
No,
Room.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
sometimes a little tap will just send you flying.
Yeah. What I have noticed with Race Room as well is, say I'm behind you and I tap you from behind. You love that as well, wouldn't you?
No, you get me aroused.
I'd be the one. It's more likely that the guy behind doing the hitting would go off instead of the guy in the front, which is quite good. So say you're late braking, it's the guy doing the mistake that would go off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was last night. Beer was all over me in the Opel, and he was just pressuring me on every corner, and he tapped me at one point. And I felt it, but you know, he said sorry, it was no biggie,
Yeah.
but it didn't pump me off, and he had a wobble, but he kept it together, yeah.
Yeah, but with this, I think, say, it's the other way around. So if you get tapped, more likely both of you will fucking fly off into space somewhere.
I don't think Rodders has got it.
No, I was looking at that myself. It's
Yeah, helmet's
just
speeded up a
increasing,
bit.
but,
Although he didn't have a very good last lap. Actually, Helmet and Rodders are pulling about the same laps. Oh, Rodders has speeded up a bit there. 0.3, if you could do that for... Well, it's only 5 laps, he's not going to do it. Not unless Helmet has a catastrophic fuck up.
FX is closing the gap on Noodles as well. Having a great race. 4 seconds off, is it?
Yeah. Nice guy, FX as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still jealous of his rig though.
He needs to be more aggressive though. He's very passive when people are around him. He doesn't, you know, he just needs that little bit more aggression. Needs to grow some bigger balls. You'll love that.
Who else have we got quite close to each other?
They're all pretty spread out. Tempin's coming up to Mad Beta.
Tyrion and Al Gardner. It's quite close.
Oh, they are close, aren't they?
Fighting for 10th. Fighting for the wooden spoon.
That'll polish out.
Yeah.
Bit of tea-cut be fine. Looks like he's going to get him on the next lap.
Yeah, just looking at his last lap time, he lost 2 seconds, or 2.5 nearly. So.
Surprised to see Evil and Eddie down in 8th and 9th, to be honest. It's a shame we can't see the tyre wear.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Rigel and Helmet, not struggling maybe, but Rodders should have much better tyres than them too.
Helmet's still in the 147s, he's doing well though.
Yeah, close the gap a little bit on Rigel. 4 laps remaining. Oop.
Oh,
No mistake there.
he's going to get a cut for that.
Rigel, quite surprisingly, hasn't got any penalties.
Where can you see that?
Is that when it turns red?
Oh yes, it is, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's only 3-4 of them that haven't.
Making the most of the penalties not counting. So would I, to be honest. I'd be on 9 seconds probably on the first lap.
To be honest, the penalties are too harsh for extends anyway. The funny thing is, you cut a corner off you don't get a penalty, you run a corner, and you do, which I think is crazy.
It's daft. There's just a lot of niggly things with this game which adds up to be not a lot, because it is a good game, but just other games do better. Like the curbs on this as well.
I think if you could combine this with race rooms online and sounds, with a set of course and modding and PCAR's 2 graphics, it would be
definitely.
perfect sim.
Yeah. So that mistake on the last lap from Helmet cost him a second. He's back to 5.5 back. Rodders is still there. 4 seconds back or 5 seconds back off him. And then 10 pin. Is he catching Mad Beat? He's only 3 seconds behind. 2 seconds. What club is 10 pin from? Is he?
He's RWB.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is it all RWB guys that's here then? This was a cross club race.
You've got Evil Noodle who's TCSR, and Tyrion Dave. I think Tyrion's from... I'm not actually sure, I can't remember whether he's SRO or TCSR. No, I think he's TCSR, yeah.
It started off with 25 drivers from... It was quite exciting, wasn't it? At the start, because you had all these drivers and...
We had 40 odd sign up.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
And just week by week went on.
I think
Oh,
it's the time of year with Christmas and stuff like that. It's like last week we had 17, 18 for the DTM 92, and we had like a dozen last night, you know, 10, whatever it was. So it's just the time of year.
Yeah, I suppose. We'll let them off then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Well,
pushing it
fucking
hard.
held. Yeah, fuck Santa, he's just for Christmas. Sim racing's for life.
Yeah.
And Rigel's just pulling his lead out, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe a little mistake again from Helmet or something. Or Helmet settled into second place. Rodder's catching him a little bit though, 4 seconds behind.
I'll tell you what that is. I think Rigel's probably conserved his tyres a little bit better than Helmet.
Yeah.
Because he's pulling, what, 1.5 seconds a lap there. Well, 1 second a lap faster than Helmet. Rigel has massive consistency. I don't know how he does it. He's like a fucking robot.
I think that's what I struggle with most, to be honest. Not consistent, it's just... I don't know. I just lose concentration on one corner and then I spin and then I'm like, fuck. And I try to make up the time that I've lost, which you can't really do. And then I just keep making more and more silly mistakes.
That's because you start pushing harder because you get frustrated, yeah. That used to be my big thing, was consistency. I wasn't that fast on the lap times, but I could put in high consistency, which would get me, you know, in a top 5 place.
Yeah, that's all you need. If you get consistency and like safety, like driving safely, not bumping into other people and stuff, the speed will come then. If you got consistency on the go. your lap times will automatically get faster and faster as you.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the
Drive more.
you look at the distance between first, second, and third. There's 10 seconds. One, if Rigel now had a one incident, he's going to lose
Yeah.
that 10 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I struggle with, but that's what I do. I have one incident, and then I lose like 4 places, and then I get angry, and then I try and make it back up, and then I go off again because I'm pushing too hard.
You need to relax, man.
Yeah.
You'll get faster when you get a direct drive wheel.
Hopefully.
That's
to me, though, it's not about.
that does give you consistency though. I'll be honest, the direct drive wheel does help with consistency.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it makes you faster. Overall though, it definitely helps.
To be honest with you, what I'm going for in my league is the immersion of it. I want to feel like I'm in a race car. I'm not really bothered about winning races. I want to be fast, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather feel or have the experience of being in or close enough. Oh, the race is over.
Yeah, that's the final. There's the lights.
Congratulations, Rigel.
Well done, Rigel. Unlucky helmet. It was a good race. And rudders. Have rudders caught up, didn't they?
Oh, someone, Matt Beater's gone off in the last corner. Is he? No, who was that in the last corner then?
I think that must have been a back marker. Rudders really caught up there. Did a helmet have a little bit of a moment?
Maybe slow down, just to make sure you didn't make a mistake. Oh, Mad Beater, last few corners, drifting. Good finish from him. It's 10 pin. 5th place.
Good result for Tempin. He's up in the run-ins as well.
Yes, FX, good result for FX.
Oh.
Oh. Time must have come to an end.
Yeah. Fastest lap by helmet. By quite a margin as well.
Yeah, got a 1. No, Rigel, isn't it?
Oh, Rigel,
Rigel
yes,
was faster.
sorry, yeah,
146.7.
Jesus. He was well in the zone.
So that's it.
Yep, that's the last race from RWB in Project Cars leagues. I'll say leagues because we'll probably still do a little bit of random stuff now and again. It's always good to go back. But yeah, it's a shame we didn't have more races. But good race anyway.
Yeah. I'd like to know the overall standings of the actual league, but I think it'll take some time to sort it out. We won't have time.
No, we won't be able to get the results, but I'm gonna hazard a guess that Helmet's won that.
Well, let's hope you're right then, because Rigel won't be happy if you've named Helmet the winner.
Driver Championship.
I've got to say, Mad B today has got a wicked beard going on.
I'm gonna stick my neck out and say Rigel's got to drop one. 1438. 250. Actually, no. Do you know what? I think Helmet might have
You're
got
going
that.
back anyway.
Yeah, I am. I think Helmet's got it. No. Did I say? I think. Yeah, I think I was right. I said Helmet's got it. I think Helmet's got it because Helmet hasn't
Let's
got a
say,
drop of
if
race.
you want the results, go to the Discord and you'll see the result page on there.
Yeah.
Posted on there.
I'm going to say Helmet first, Rigel second, Rodders third.
I'm keeping out of it.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the maths in my head. Right, cheers. Bye.
Ta-ra.